All right, I'm here at Plantation Unit 4312. This is the one we talked about. I'm actually in the building on the third floor. Elevator is down here to the east side, so you come off the elevator right here, and I'm coming west. Kind of your view out the front. So this is the parking lot for the building. So you've got these tennis rackets here, some green. Mobile Bay is right on the other side of those trees in Fort Morgan Road. The entrance is right here. So this little guard shack. I'm sorry, this one right here. So everybody kind of comes in right there, and they're out there, I believe, 24/7. And so you can come in, they'll check your stuff and let you on in. So again, third floor, and I'm almost to the unit. It's about a little over halfway down to the west side. So this is the unit right here. Your view right out the front is this. So I know this is the view no one cares about, but this is pretty, I'm looking at my camera and looking out. This is pretty much exactly what you're seeing. What you're seeing is what I'm seeing from here. I'm seeing a little more, obviously, like to this side, but this is it. This is a good representation. Everything on the camera looks a little, these trees look a little farther on the camera than they actually are, but pretty good. So first thing I noticed when I walk up, of course, is this right here. I'm not sure if this exterior door is going to be an HOA responsibility or not. Real quick, I've already walked through the unit once, and it looks like the renters had some pretty heavy use of it, and it hasn't been cleaned yet, probably because it's a busy Sunday. So there will be some furniture maybe out of whack and some stuff on the floor here, but just a heads up. So it's not, furniture and all that isn't looking perfect today, but we can get a pretty good understanding. So right when I walk in, first thing I have on my left, storage closet. I noticed that it's big, some flaws in the walls. I don't know what's going on there. Storage closet, not the biggest deal in the world. It's kind of a wreck in here. So cleaners aren't, for whatever reason, usually going crazy in these anyway. I don't see any glaring issues or anything like that. Pretty standard for one of these condos. Looking back at the front door, I notice we've got some paint on the weather stripping and maybe some DIY weather stripping here as well. So just, I don't know. Yeah, it just looks like mostly sloppy weather stripping, but man, it makes it look so bad. This whole exterior door is just all jankety. The handles and all that stuff. That's something we'd want to look at the bottom. It just looks dirty, it just doesn't look good. Main door looks okay. It doesn't look too bad at all. So it's pretty typical. Floors near the front. Overall, they're in good shape. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's leaves and what's like chips in the tile. I think it's mostly leaves. And if it is mostly leaves, it doesn't look too bad. I think you could have the grout cleaned and definitely survive with this for sure. Like a lot of condos. I mean, it's pretty standard tile. So far what I'm seeing is just, maybe the inside of this closet could use some paint. It's pretty dinged up. Probably not something in the closet that needed to be done right away. Let's see. Yep, that's all just leaves or something. They tracked something in here. Baseboards, they're a little dinged up. They're not as bad as that original Sun Chase unit, not as good as the Sunrise Village one. So if you wanted to come in and at some point maybe do LVP throughout and then do some new baseboards, it'd be great. But they're not horrible, the condition they're at now either. Some wear and tear on the corners, of course, to be expected if you don't put those plastic pieces. Countertops look great. Just a cheaper granite. I mean, it's thick, but it's, just the design. It's not the most expensive, but it looks good. Appliances so far this looks like it's working, maybe a little older. Probably need to have their cleaner touch up on that. Oven, microwave, both look good. Yep. I think these are going to be newer. So they're not discolored at all. I mean, they're white, but, overall, pretty good. We do have some rust inside here. But not too bad at all. The cabinets look good from the outside. Inside looks good. So these are going to be like a Lowe's cheaper cabinet, but they actually work really well down here because they're not that expensive, and they're so much better than the dated ones. The only issue I really have with the cabinets is the gold's not my favorite. These right here, but that's an easy fix if you'd want to do it, but no big deal at all. So one of these, everything looks good. I'm trying to figure out, there's some kind of, they've got some kind of thin sheet of plywood up here. I'm wondering if that's so they can just stack stuff up there. I can't see up there, but you can kind of see maybe like a 1/4 inch thick all the way across. You can see it from below though, so I'm not sure why that's like that. I'm gonna reach down there. Yeah, it's just up there. So, but there's a top to the cabinets and all that, so I'm not sure if they just wanted it so they could set stuff up there or what. Everything looks good. Fridge looks good. I'm gonna back up. I tried tilting my camera this time so you can get a wider angle. I think it's better than the other videos. Fridge looks good. I'm just noticing a little ding here in this door. This oven, just a piece of plastic molding or something like that. Probably a pretty easy fix. Thing opens fine. Let's see here. Fridge. Freezer's cooling. Okay. Above the fridge, dirty. Oh, that's something a lot of cleaners miss. It's on top of the fridge because they can't see up there. Somebody got lazy with the stud finder and instead drilled a bunch of holes, put some drywall screws through the cabinets. But that's nothing crazy. Let me step back. There's your table area. Not bad. Table's not great, but you know, I mean, it's got some wear and tear, like a lot of these tables in here in rental units. Before I go into the living room, as I walk in this door, maybe some of these could be replaced eventually because they're that yellow and not white. But it's not crazy noticeable with the walls. I just think it'd make everything pop. So right when I walk in the door, I've got kitchen here. I take a right, okay, and we've got bathroom 1, bedroom 1. So we're gonna come right through here, and then we've got a little inlay on the floor. Come in here, I'll take a look at the bathroom. First thing, of course, this is missing. Sorry about all the towels. Looks in pretty good shape though. The vanity's in pretty good shape. Maybe replace the handle. There it is right there. So maybe it fell off on somebody and they left it, but they're very white and they're not super dinged up or anything. So I would imagine they're not very old. Toilet looks good. Could use cleaning, obviously. Okay, so like this is falling out right here. It's actually flipped around. I ain't got time for that right now. Medicine cabinet. Yep, nothing crazy. Shower. Let's see what we got here. Shower looks good. I don't see anything. I don't see anything glaring or anything like that. Maybe replace that. Again, not the biggest deal in the world. Tub. I don't see. So it looks like at some point they painted maybe over some, I can't tell if that's gonna be wallpaper they painted over or not. It's not very noticeable, but I can see it. Or if that's just gonna be like a thicker drywall tape, I'm not sure. I don't see, it is popcorn ceilings, but they're not too bad in here. They're not dirty. In person, I can't see it, but on the camera, I can see there's some discoloration there, and I don't know if that's just paint. Chances are there was a leak at some point that's been fixed. Doesn't look active, but again, just stuff we'd want an inspector to double check, which isn't uncommon in these at all. Same right here. So just some discoloration. Not uncommon, nothing crazy. So there's our bathroom, then we turn right, and here's our bedroom number 1. Looks pretty good. Pretty good shape. There are no lights. First thing I noticed right away is this guy. So that's probably an old leak that's been taken care of. And then there's one over there. So we'll have to see. I'll want to ask and see if they have any insight into how old that was or what happened. I'm assuming that's what it is. And we just really want an inspector to double check and make sure that there's nothing active there. Leaks aren't uncommon in these, but I'm gonna make sure it's not still wet or it's been taken care of. Overall popcorn ceiling isn't too bad in here. I mean, it gets a little thick in the middle, but it's not even worth messing with in this unit, I don't think. Maybe eventually, but for now I think it's great. Pretty big room, actually. So these are two twins. There's no light in here. I would maybe have somebody put in a light or a recessed light or maybe a fan that sticks close to the ceiling, because the only light is this touch lamp. So I came in earlier and opened this window. You can kind of see your view from that. But before I came in, this is all the light that is in here. And it's just that one touch lamp. So floors look really good in here. It's a different tile than is out there where that transition is. It's definitely newer than that tile. Grout looks pretty good. Baseboards look pretty good. Open this window again so you can see. All right. Closet looks good. It's messy, but pretty good. Closet doors are opening fine. Even the grout on this tile looks good. It must not be very old. I mean, all right. So this closet door, I don't know. Push too hard. Okay, it closes, but it's tight. You can kind of see that right there. And this one, okay, that one's tight to open. Missing hinge here, probably causing a lot of that issue. So wear and tear. Some little flaws here, but nothing too bad. It's a rug. So we'll come out of this room, and then we'll go through this little hallway. So now we're back at the kitchen. Again, front door, kitchen to the right. Living room, we've got this little kind of bar area, mirror and all that. Lights a little dated, countertop, and the sink are a little dated. Not in terrible shape or anything like that. They didn't replace the granite on this when they did the other stuff. So it looks a little odd with the white down here. Okay, so what they did is this is original here. This is original and painted, and then they replaced the doors on it. So newer doors. So really the whole thing looks like a newer vanity. When the doors are closed, you can't really tell. But when you start opening the doors and you see these little kind of flaws and the paint right here, you can tell a little more, but it doesn't look bad. Really, the main thing that's giving it away is this right here in the sink. So mirror's in good shape. A lot of that stuff right there that's just paint getting on the ceiling, but not bad. Got this corner piece here painted, dated light switch, and living room. Furniture looks okay. It's not the newest, not the oldest. It's probably the nicest furniture that I've seen in any of the units that I've showed so far to y'all. Yeah, it's not crazy old. I mean, it's had some usage. You can tell by the way the cushions are sagging and all that, but it looks pretty good. Got this piece back here. Rug. This chair. That's a nice piece. So it looks nice. So yeah, that's nice. Actually, not bad at all. Couch. And then this is the view from this unit. So I'm just gonna step into this doorway here. So what you're seeing now, it looks a little closer to me. To me, it looks kind of more like this. So basically what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. And I'm standing right in the doorway. So it might be, the water might be a little farther than that, but a little closer than that. So not bad. Your own balcony, and it's kind of got this cut in right here, so you could see all the way out here. You get a lot of greenery out here, which is nice. This is going to be this building right here. It's like an indoor pool. Then there are two pools. There's a pool here and a pool here. And there's beach access and all that. And then these are the other buildings that are in Plantation. So it's nice. So again, that's your view. It's certainly the best view, I would say, of the ones we've seen so far. And the greenery, the pop of greenery, helps a lot too. So I am standing on the opposite edge of the balcony. I mean, this is maybe, I don't know, 10 to 12 feet from here to there. So it's a decent size. It's not bad at all. So Go back inside. That's your Wi-Fi port right there. And then we have the master. So, about that bed not being made. It's okay, again, notice no lights in the ceiling. So they're just these lamps. Looks like discoloration in the video here, but I can't tell if that just might be heavier texture in that part of the ceiling. So, yeah, just these lamps in here. And maybe put a light. It's one of those wicker beds. It's been painted white. You know, pretty cheap, nothing crazy. Good view out of the master. Adjust this lighting. Yeah, not bad at all. Especially for the price. I mean, that's a hard view to beat, excuse me. So really the only better view in this building is just going to be if you're up higher. But these center units, kind of in the center stack, you know, my parents' is all the way to the west. Your view in the center here is actually better than that view, even though it's a higher unit. Just because you're right centered with where you can see. Minor, when it's there. This closet looks okay. Yep, closet looks good. Bathroom. All right, so same kind of deal here. They've got the vanity. Floor looks good. Sink looks good. Light looks good. Everything. Let's see. These vanity handles are in good shape. Yep. Let me get going here. So maybe this is a little uneven. This space right here, I'm not sure what that's about, but it's not moving or anything, so it doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, it's the exact same vanity as the other one, exact same toilet paper holder. This one's a little, no, this one's loose too. So that would be something. Toilet looks good. Shower tub. They look good. They look fine. Again, pretty much the exact same bathroom as the other one. Exact same condition. Overall pretty good. So this is going to be your master bath. And then this is just a rug right here. So it's a big master. I mean, they're big size. They're good sized units. I think they're 785 square feet. So for what you're getting, these are great. So not bad at all. Just kind of an overall back to front. This looks a little cluttery just because of all the stuff. And then let me get an overall front to back. So, and then this is your front to back right here. So you can kind of see what you'll be looking at when you come in. And I think if it was staged well, I mean, the paint's in overall pretty good shape and everything like that. If this thing was clean and staged, I think it'd be fine the way it is. If you wanted to come in, maybe do some LVP, replace some baseboards at some point, you know, just get rid of stuff like this. I think you'd be fine. I'd maybe get rid of these as well. So these are the blinds for the back door. I think there's one missing. Yeah, there's one missing, as you can see at the top there. Maybe replace those with some heavy duty curtains or something like that. It's gonna look a little better. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. Dishwasher's sitting a little low. You can see on install, looks like. So, minor, but it's there. So, overall pretty good unit. This is a good building. So, and I think they do pretty well in here.